You terrify many people because you stand on business. When people get to know you, they know that you're not backing down from anything. It could be career choices, relationship choices, just the regimens that you have, the things that you do in life, the ways that you move. You stand on business, and that terrifies people that maybe want to be able to control you or want to be able to dictate what you do. It will spook them when they see that, no, you're standing on business. You mean what you say and you're going to do what you want to do, and there's not going to be any factor, any extenuating factor that's really going to sway your decisions. Not most of the time, maybe sometimes, but most of the time you're standing on business. You know what you want, and it's not going to be a situation where people get to intercept and put their 2 cents in to determine where you go. No, it's not going to be like that. A lot of people in your life are going to start seeing now, if they've not seen yet, that you are a very, very strong individual. You're somebody who's not the type of person just to sit around and just take whatever comes at you. You take action, you make good choices, you make good moves, and you're doing the best that you can. The crazy thing about it, about scares people about you, is that you may not even have all the pieces together, but people still see that you're standing on business, with the elements and that you do have. It's like you're making it work, and you're making it very clear that you're not going to be swayed, you're not going to be changed like that, that you're going to look at all options and do the best thing for you. It's not going to be where people get to tell you what to do. It's going to be where you decide what you want to do and how you want to move. And that scares people, once again, who they want to be able to tell you what to do. They want to be able to sway your choices, and they're not going to be able to effectively do this because this is your life. Bottom line, this is your life, and you get to do what you want in your life because it's free will, right? And you're going to scare people when people see that, listen, there's no changing him or her, changing their mind or trying to make them do what I want. They're standing on business, right? You may be the type of person, when somebody talks to you in a certain way, it's like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, you stand on business, you protect yourself, and you're very aware of what's acceptable, what's unacceptable, and you show that you are aware that you're not about to take no nonsense in your life. You're not about to take no type of disrespect. You're standing on business. That spooks people. Perhaps you don't look like you would, right? There's some of us that don't look like who we actually are as people, because it's always deeper, it's always skin deep, the spirit of somebody. It goes beyond what you see. And so people may get a little bit terrified, a little bit spooked and unsettled because you don't look like the type of person who would stand on business, or who would stand up for themselves, or who would have something to say against what another individual is trying to propose, right? Or if somebody's trying to get at you, it's like you're not about to just take it. Once again, you're standing on business. You're letting it be known, like, listen, I'm not into that stuff. How you're approaching me is off. If you're gonna come talk to me correct. Don't talk to me in any type of way and then expect us to have a proper equal type of union. It's not gonna be like that, right? So sometimes maybe you had to show people like you were who you really were, and you stood on business when you did it. All right, keep standing on your business, because it's good to show people that you are strong. You're not going to take no craziness in your life. You're not going to make the nonsense infiltrate your day, your weeks, your years, where you're supposed to be building. And then it's like all of this negativity that seems to converge, seems to find us. We're not even looking for trouble. Trouble finds us, right? And you're going to terrify people because despite everything that's going on, you're standing on business. You terrify people because you stand up. You speak up, you speak out against what is wrong, what is right. And that's going to spook people. And that's you standing on business. It could very well be you having a different opinion than every single last person in that room, all right, whichever room that is for you. It could be you're the only person that has a specific type of opinion, and everybody's looking at you funny, but you're standing on business though. And that will spook people who maybe they had a different view as well, but they were more scared to come out and say, to be a part of the minority group, right? So sometimes people can be really spooked, like, oh, that's how he is, that's how she is, like that's what they stand on, that's what they believe in, you know? And so it could be kind of like that, where you just move very differently than most people around you and you stand on that. You may have been called out for that. I know I have been called out, called weird, called strange, you know, just called all types of names that are supposed to suppress me. They're supposed to make me feel bad. And in my youth, it did. But now when I understand that being different and being set apart is one of the most beautiful things that can happen to a person, you start to embrace it. You start to see it in a totally different way. And you stand on that. You stand on your originality, your creativity, your authenticity. You stand on that stuff. You don't let it, you don't succumb to it or make it, you feel shameful about it. Sometimes you're the person that people are watching live their very best life, their most authentic life. And because that is the case, it's like you're scaring people who do not live their authentic lives. Maybe they want to, maybe they don't care, but no matter what, you're probably a lot of times the poster person who is living their best life, even if it differs from everybody else's reality, just the way that everybody else moves. And that terrifies people because you're standing on business. You're standing on business by being yourself, even though you know, yes, nobody's doing it like me right now. Nobody's moving like me right now. But I'm standing on that. I'm standing on who I am, what I'm about, what I represent, what I love, what I care about, all these elements of your life. People are seeing that you are an individual, and that spooks them because you're standing on that. You're okay with stepping away from the crowd and not really doing what everybody else is doing, even though it could create a spectacle. It could create pandemonium. When people are seeing you living a different life than everybody else, you're going to get ostracized for it and attacked for it and targeted because of it. Rumors swirling, negativity really ramping up about you, but still through all of that mess, you're staying true to yourself. You know, you're being true. You're not changing for anybody. You're standing on business. That will terrify people who are used to successfully changing others or successfully manipulating and controlling other people to do what they want to do, right? So yeah, you're spooking people because you stand on business. You stand on your business. And you mind your business as well. It's like people come and try to trouble you, and you're here like, what did I do? I'm minding my business, standing on business. You know, it's like, why can't people leave you alone, right? It's because people just see you as a target because you're just so original. You're so original in the way that you live life. You're so different from the way that everybody else moves. It could be in your town, city, state, country, college, university, workplace, family dynamic. You understand? Like, you could just be that OG. You could be that original person who, even though it's causing a ruckus, it seems, just the differences between you and everybody else, you're standing on that. You may have been called out for certain ideologies, regimens, practices, whatever it is that you do, line of work, who you're in a relationship with. You could have been called out, called all types of names, demeaned, the whole 9 yards. But still you stood on business, and people are realizing that they literally cannot rattle you or they cannot get you into a negative state of mind. That scares them. They're thinking, who are you? You know what I mean? Who are you? They thought you were like everybody else, all right? I mean, they knew that you were different, but they still thought there was that leeway there that they could make you or to coax you into being like everybody else. Be normal for once. Be like everybody else. Follow the crowd, but maybe that's not your tune, right? So you're scaring people because you stand on business, all right? You're not about to change yourself or to make anybody feel comfortable around you. I mean, the truth of the matter is, if they're not comfortable around you, they don't have to be around you. And that's the beauty of it all. If they don't like you like that, they don't have to be around you like that. But of course, you have a light that beckons them towards you. All right. You have a light that even though people are afraid of you and frightened by you, it's almost as though people are still entranced by you or enthralled, allured by you, because you are alluring. totally the person who's standing out against the crowd and doing things in a different way than the majority is going to be quite enticing, of course, but at the same time intimidating and frightening, because there are people who have malicious intentions with you. There are people who have intentions where they want to cause harm, or especially mental harm as well, and they're not going to be able to effectively do this because you stand on business. Like, perhaps somebody just thought that you were kind of weak and meek and feeble. A lot of people thought that about me until I start talking, right? Until I start expressing myself and I'm saying, that's not how it's going to be. We're not doing that. I'm not like that, right? If you're talking to me in a certain type of way, no, we're not going to be friends. We're not going to be buddy. What were you thinking, So people sometimes do have a misconstrued view about who I am and what I stand for, because I am nice, I'm kind, I'm giving. But listen, I stand on business. I'm not about to let certain things just play out while I just sit here like, oh, let's see this fire grow. No, I'm gonna put the fire out, and I'm going to take stock and to move better. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to just let things crumble around me because people are mad and people want to destroy, right? So I think that kind of puts people off in my situation. Like, she's not what we thought, she's not that easy target that we thought she was. We were wrong about her, and a lot of people have been wrong about you. Okay, so there's folks frightened because you stand on business, and there's really nothing they can do to stop that. I was looking for a more clever word. There's nothing that they could do to really infiltrate that, to infiltrate your life and the choices you make and the individual person you are. You're unique. You're unique, and people didn't know that you stood on business like that. Now they know, though. Now they know. All right, everybody. So thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the Mindset Elevator. Thank you guys so much for showing me a lot of love and appreciation. I love and appreciate all of you, and I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. Stay up, everybody. I'm wishing the best. Enjoy July 2024. I'll see you guys very soon, and stay up.